cleaning. It is I, Jessie, in my bathroom. I hope everybody is doing well. I just got home from work. That's not true. I didn't just get home from work. I've been cleaning. I hate it. There's nothing I hate worse. I made myself do a sweep of my apartment before I sat down to record this today. Did a sink full of dishes, got everything on the floor, so now all I have to do is vacuum. There's cat hair everywhere. I need a much better way of containing it. But yes, I'm about to do the broad strokes now, make everything pretty and shiny and change my sheets. And I don't know why I think a city inspector would be looking through the sheets in my bedroom, but you know, it's going to make me feel better. So yeah, this... Oh, let me show you my vacuum. Hang on one second. I'll be right back. Are you ready? Look at this. This tiny little vacuum is all that I have, and it's not that great. Okay, literally, there's cat hair everywhere. Everywhere in my apartment, and I don't know what to do to make it better other than not have a cat, and I'm kind of partial to him, so I want to keep him. But yeah, if anybody has some great recommendations on like a median priced vacuum cleaner in the US, I would be up for it because I'm an adult now and I have to do things like buy frickin' vacuum cleaner. So we'll see. I have a couple of things I want to talk about today. The first is super sad. Oh, that reminds me of something else. We had that whole conversation, or I had it with myself and you watched it, about fun and how sad they make me. So today I'm driving home and I'm getting off the highway and this song Carry On comes on. And I'm really tired. My tiredness compounds throughout the week because I work third shift and I never sleep enough. And I'm a girl, I'm already emotional, so I'm super tired. And that frickin' song came on and I just start crying. I'm sure the guy next to me at the light was like, what the hell is wrong with her? I had to pull myself together and change the station and listen to some BBC World Service because I just couldn't handle it. So yeah, case in point, I probably should have recorded it for you so you could see what a giant baby I am. But the other sad thing, not quite as sad as fun, is my Nook. My Nook has been frozen for a month now, and it won't do anything. I can't reset it. You can't really take the back off of it, so I can't remove the battery. I've looked online, and pretty much everybody says there's really nothing you can do for the Nook Simple Touch, and I've been waiting for it to die, but it's a Nook. I mean, it could be 2014 before this bastard turns off, so I don't really know if anybody has any clues about that too. Like I said, I looked in every forum I could online and I couldn't really find anything other than send it in and they'll probably just tell you to buy a new one. It was only $99, but I have like 800 books on here. I'd kind of like to be able to access it. So yeah, tips or tricks, please send them to me. Another thing I want to do when we get to the end is a little dream analysis for one of my LJ friends, but we're going to hold that for my little rant today, which is about the media and the pressures that it puts on women, which I know sounds super cliche, and I know there are pressures on men too. It can't be easy when, you know, the standard of beauty is whatever, Brad Pitt or Johnny Depp or Gerard Butler or whatever the kids are into these days. I'm more of a fan of Shaun White, so I like the weird ones, but whatever. I'm going to talk about women in media and the ridiculous standards that anybody is expected to live up to. It is no wonder that there are so many emotional problems and eating disorders and all kinds of stuff in the world. I made a vow 5 years ago that I would never buy another beauty magazine or an entertainment magazine, and I have not. I don't believe that the average woman can be 5'10", and weigh 120 pounds. I don't believe that the average woman can be 5'6" and weigh 115 pounds. It's not healthy. We don't all have a face like Charlize Theron. It's not gonna happen for all of us. And so I think it's really important to remember that that is just Hollywood culture picking random people out to try and make us what we're gonna be. I, like any other girl, have struggled with my weight. You know, right now, I'm at what I'm the most comfortable at. I'm 5'7", I weigh 145 pounds, and I'm a size 10. I've been less, I've been more. It took me like 27 years to sort of find the balance between the two, and I'm pretty happy with myself. I look good, I've got hips, I'm finally becoming okay with it. But I understand how some people never get to that point. I still sometimes will look in the mirror and that thought runs through my head, that evil girl thought that you have that's like, oh my God, look at my hips, look at this, look at that. It's reality. Unless we have a private chef and 2.5 hours every day to spend in the gym, which I do try and go to the gym at least 3 to 4 days a week, but it's hard sometimes. And today, at work, on lunch, at 5 a.m., I went to Steak and Shake and had a double cheeseburger, a fry, and a chocolate banana milkshake. And it was pretty damn good, and then I felt guilty about it afterwards, which is what made me think of this. I feel like the more we deny ourselves, the more we want things. And it's okay that once a week I go get a burger and a shake, and I shouldn't feel bad about it, because I worked hard to have the body that I have. Maybe it's not the most perfect body in the world, but I don't feel bad about it, and I don't believe that I should let anybody else make me feel that way. So I know a lot of people can read whatever they want and watch certain shows and they don't feel bad, and that's fine. But when I look at a lot of the women in my life here online, one of the biggest things they have is diet and trying to lose weight and trying to look good. And it's like this constant loop of like, deny yourself, deny yourself, deny yourself. Okay, break down. And then the weird thing about being a girl, and I think this is true for a lot of people, let's say you're doing really great for a week, a month, 6 months, and you have a day where you just break down and eat half a pizza or a tub of Haagen-Dazs or both with some chips on top of it. And then the mentality suddenly switches. It becomes, well, I've already eaten like shit today, so who cares what I eat the rest of the day? And so later on, maybe you go have some tacos, and then you have some chocolate cake, and it's just this mentality of not getting back on the wagon. It's oh, I failed, so what's the harm in failing even a little bit more? Instead of, oh, well, I ate a little bit more than I should, but, you know, make up for it next meal. I mean, I'll just continue on my healthy road. And I really do think a lot of it has to do with ridiculous standards. If you feel like what you should look like is something that's unattainable, you're never going to get there, and you're always going to feel bad about yourself. And I think that's stupid, and that's why I don't watch a lot of television shows. And I also don't buy those magazines, because I just think that it's bad. So that's my little rant for today. I have the window open over here because it's winter, but it's like 1,000,000 degrees in my bathroom, and I can hear somebody. But I'm on the 2nd floor, so he may be like hovering or supernatural or something, I'm not sure. Anyway, final thing, I want to introduce you to the dream book, or as I like to say, the dream book, because I feel like that makes it sound more mystical. It's pretty much the guide to every word, every key thing you could ever question about. And I have crazy, vivid dreams. And usually, if I'm really remembering a dream, I can probably find 30 to 40 reference points in here to just look up. And sometimes it is exactly what I'm dreaming about, and other times I open it up and it totally, you know, I've been dreaming about walking naked down the street, and it'll be like, your giant fear of your mother's death is really bothering you. And then it clicks in my brain, oh my God, it really is. That's what my dream about, you know, puddles on a trampoline was about. It's really about my fear of commitment. So yeah, this book gives me a lot of insight. And Poet Fade to Black had a dream that I'm not going to get into specifics too, because that's kind of personal. But she had, or he, actually I don't know, because I just made a lot of friends on here. We'll just call it Poet. Poet had a dream. And they were going to look up some keywords, and I was going to look up some keywords. So I figured I'd just do it in the video. And I like this book too because, like, in the middle of the sections, there's like cool pictures and stuff. And then on the individual pages, there's like all the keywords. I'll get closer. And it's just really cool. And there's so many different random things that it sends you to, and just words and stuff that's available. So I thought that was pretty cool. So Poet picked some keywords, and I'm just going to read what mine said. So code was the first word. And the book said that it's adhering to a specific standard of behavior. And that referred to the dreamer, not the other people in the dream. Professor characterizes a very specific knowledge and the ability of that person to transfer it to the person that wants to learn. There were 2, examinator and test were the same thing in mine as well, which said the anxiety of possible failure. But then there's also examinator. And I think if I remember the dream, like the professor was there, so I looked that one up too, and that said that someone that's capable of helping you rid yourself of negativity. Failure, that's pretty much in every dream we all have, right? Failure actually said it represents a very goal-oriented, successful person, and the call for acceptance to keep trying after failure. Because I think with a lot of, and I am not one of those goal-oriented people, but my sister is. And I think for people who always push themselves and want to achieve greatness, doesn't that kind of make sense? Like, if you're not used to not doing well at something, I guess to not do well at it really knocks you down a peg. I'm used to it, but you know. Vending machine. Vending machine was in my book, and it said it represents an easy or convenient access to something you want or need, which makes sense. 0, the number 0, relates to an attitude that's not going anywhere anytime soon unless a major change is made. And crying is a sign of self-reproach pertaining to the grief of regret or remorse. So yeah, I wrote them all down. So I don't know, take from it what you will. Next time I have a dream and I'll read the stuff off, because my dreams usually involve like crazy, weird, super embarrassing, you know, I have a pimple that's this big and like a praying mantis growing out of my shoulder or something. But yeah, my 20,000 Dreams book. I got this for $6 on sale at the bookstore a million years ago, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Also, are you guys, like, do any of you keep, like, a dream journal next to your bed or something? Because I've heard that a lot of people do that, but I have never been able, I'm not coherent enough when I wake up from a dream. Like, sometimes I can really remember what went on, but I tried it, like, a couple times, and literally, it looked like, you know those people who do, like, the spirit writing, where they, like, channel a spirit, and they just are drawing crazy shit, and then all of a sudden there's a word, or Shakespeare or whatever? That's what it looked like, but just the first part where they can't quite get it straight and they look like they're having a seizure. That's what my dream journal ended up looking like, so I just stopped keeping it, and I just try to remember what I can. But if you do, I would be interested to know if you have any tips or tricks, because I have always had sleeping problems, and I've always had really vivid dreams and night terrors, and so usually for me they do mean something, and I'm always looking for a way to interpret those better. So yeah, if you have any tips or you keep a dream journal or anything like that, let me know. Other than that, I don't think I have much more for today, other than I'm going to keep cleaning. It should be really exciting. Oh, and vacuum. Seriously, I need a new vacuum, so let me know. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope everybody has a lovely day, and stay safe. Be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. You don't know me that well yet, so it's wide open. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye.